Hello and welcome to another tutorial. The objective of this tutorial is to show you how you can actually create a new servlet by extending the doPost method. This is actually a continuation of the previous tutorial where we explored how you can create a new servlet by extending the HTTP servlet class and by employing its doGet method. But here we will be seeing how you can create the servlet by using the doPost method instead of the doGet method. So the doPost method is invoked whenever we are using the post method to transfer our data in the HTML form. So to get started with this program, first of all we need to create a form. I have already created the form over here in Eclipse. The name of the form is studentform2.html and the code is already present in this form. So here we have the method of transferring the data as post, and the servlet that we'll be using to process our data is called student servlet 2, and hence the action field has been assigned to student servlet 2. And here we have two text fields for the first name and the last name, and finally we have the submit button. So now what we are going to do is create the servlet, actual servlet. So to do that we will be using the previously used package. So I'll just right click on the package, click next and click on servlet, and I'll be giving the name of the servlet as student servlet 2. In our form we are referring to the servlet as student servlet 2, so it's imperative that the class name should be the same as the one you have used in your HTML form, otherwise the program will not work as expected. And then click next, and finally finish. So Eclipse has once again created the student servlet2.java file containing a lot of auto-generated code, but we will be using only the doPost method in this program because our form is actually using the post method to transfer the data. So let's just create some white space around the doPost method so that we can type our code properly. Okay, now let me get rid of this auto-generated code. Now what we will do here is we will just copy and paste the code from our file. The code will be the same as the one we used in case of the doGet method. The process is entirely the same, but instead of doGet we are using doPost. Once again Eclipse is showing an error that the printwriter object cannot be resolved to a type, so we will have to import the java.io package. Okay, so I had already described the function of each of these statements in the previous program, but let me go through it once again. The response.setContentType essentially describes to our browser that will be used to generate the new servlet that the response that we'll be sending back from our servlet is going to be a combination of text and HTML. And in the next line we are creating the printWriter_out object, and by using the out object of the printWriter class we'll be generating our HTML code in the file. And here we will just retrieve the name of the student from the HTML form by using the request.getParameter method, and we will be printing it using our out.println statement. Okay, so let's just save this file. Now in order to run this file I will have to right click and select run as, and then proceed to run on server. But as you can see Tomcat server is already running on our system, so let me just stop it to prevent any kind of potential errors or glitches. Okay, so once we have done that we can run our program. Go to student, select run as, and select run on server. So if it runs successfully it will just show us our form. It will take a while, so let's be patient and see what happens. Yeah, we have our form right here. So the first name and last name, we have two fields. Let me just enter the first name over here. As usual, I'll enter the first name as ABC, and for the last name I'll be giving DEF. And here you can see the servlet has accepted our data and it is just outputting it under the print statement. The name of the student is ABC and his title is DEF. So this concludes today's session. So I hope you've understood what I've tried to explain here. The process is entirely the same as the one we used in case of the doGet method. Only in case of the doGet method, that is in case of the get method, we were overriding the doGet method of the HTTP servlet class. But whenever you are using the post method, you need to override the doPost method, and the rest of the process is entirely the same. So that's it for now. If you have any kind of questions or comments or suggestions, please put them in the comment section and I'll be happy to reply to them in due course. So have a nice day everyone, and thank you.